It's in the game.
It's time for some football at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the Denver Broncos and the Philadelphia Eagles. To kick off, here's Will Lutz. And we're underway from Philadelphia. Dory Jackson now to return it. This manages to get just beyond that 30-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Hurts comes out throwing. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled for a short gain.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
From the 33 on 2nd down. On the move, hit it right. He tucks it and takes off. They manage 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
It's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Ooh, a little movement along the line there. That's going to cost the defense 5 yards. So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards. Encroachment on that previous play, and that makes this a much shorter 1st and 5. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to follow with the penalty with a 4-yard gain, make it 2nd and a yard.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. They run it with Saquon Barkley. Across the 20, continuing to work. And he has this all the way down to the 17-yard line. The big play nets him 17 yards. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. But one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Hurts now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, I think all quarterbacks have been there before. You start scrambling, you're hoping for something to materialize, and nothing does. You just try to get back to the line, live to play another day, and more importantly, avoid a loss.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. He would not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Barkley will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play. Looks like we'll have a pause here. An injured Bronco out there and in some pretty obvious pain after that play. Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's 2nd and goal. From the pistol, Hurts. Flush down out to, and he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles finish up an excellent opening series. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. All right, Denver getting everybody set, so they've got 1st and 10. First run of the game for J.K. Dobbins. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. From the 27. As a man, that's Cortland Sutton. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. That one ends up a gain of 6. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. They run it. Here's R.J. Harvey. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? It's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Harvey gets it on the counter. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Nix. He's going deep. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
Not a bad first look for him in the contest, this contest. And I love them taking a shot, Kate. It's a shame, though, because this defense will tip your cap. They played that ball better than he could.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Nix from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Tried getting it to Cortland Sutton, and that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that took some force right there. That took some serious defensive effort to force the incompletion. You're not going to see a lot of guys ever let go of a football when they got a 1st down right in their midst. But that force, that contact, separated man from ball.
Brings it in at the 12. And finally, they're able to corral him, but not before he gets a hefty amount on that return. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Forced out to his right. He's going to keep it this time. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
2nd and 3 now. From the 41. He's got Devontae Smith. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the first quarter. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. We'll return to the link right after this. First down throwing for Hurts. It's his running back. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Finds Barkley underneath. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First down, a run with Barkley. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
He's got it, it's in close. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. One after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles double their lead to 14. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Marvin Mims now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. There's the fake. Here's Nix. Bails out of the pocket quick. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket, genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. A sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He's across the 35. And he'll finally be taken down right along the 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
Nix now on 1st and 10. Vacates quickly left side. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it sets up second down.
The lack of points and the lack of yards have just gone hand in hand here in the first half, and they both really trace back to the same root cause, an inability to consistently find and exploit any opening in what's been a very sound defensive game plan.
And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Gets it downfield, on target to Sutton. And that nice catch not going to translate into a new set of downs just yet. The stop is made in time to make it 4th and short. Jeremy Crawshaw out once again, punting away. We'll get it at the 9. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play sat down behind the line.
There's just no question about it. He has the license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Hurts to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Quick throw out wide. I think this might be a double pass. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's hauled down. What a wild play as they pull off the double pass. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Hurts on 1st down. Throwing the out route complete. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
Hurts yet again. Throw right side, caught by Smith. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I'm not going to lie, I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down, but to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. And again, here's Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I feel so bad, I really do, and I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, well, there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
1st and 10, here's Hurts. And he gets in, touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game.
Quarterback and receiver, yeah, they'll get the credit. Those numbers and those stats, they're theirs. But that play happens, Kate, because the big guys up front give them enough time to make it happen. From one side of the field to the other, bingo.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. Sent out of bounds after a pickup of 6, 2nd and 4 coming up.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
2nd and 3 now. This time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, first down. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. Going to the ground again on first. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Good starting field position for the Broncos as they get ready for 1st and 10. Beginning on the ground here with Dobbins. And he stopped quickly here. 2 yards on the play. We've got 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Shotgun handoff to Harvey. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. Offense in the hurry up here. First down, and they go right back to him. He breaks the tackle. And they bring him down around the 34. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Nix holds on to it. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
That one's cut along the left sideline. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
I'll be honest with you, Kate. As you grow and develop as a quarterback, your arm gets stronger. These comebacks can be one of your favorite throws in your arsenal. Because if you trust yourself and you throw it before that defender breaks, you know there's yards to be had on the perimeter.
Well, he had to power through one tackle just to get back to the line that time.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Again, they'll run with Dobbins. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Play number 8 of this drive, and it's 8 that they need here on 3rd down. Going left side. Here's Harvey. And on 3rd down, they wind up going the wrong way. That one goes backwards. Will Lutz getting the call on 4th down to put 3 up here for the Broncos. From the left hash, a 40-yard look. Pressure coming from the right edge, and they block it!
This block right here, it's a product of preparation, effort, and determination. They attacked the soft spot in the line, and one of them was able to will his way through and get to the kick in time. Well done.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He's going to push one deep. That's complete inside the 35. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles push their lead further to start the half. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. On the return, here's Mims. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. All right, Denver getting everybody set. So they've got 1st and 10. First play in the drive. Here's Harvey. That's an 8-yard chunk to start this one. That brings up 2nd and 2.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Staying on the ground here with Harvey. Excellent play defensively as they get to him behind the line. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Mix off the play action. He's got Sutton complete. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Denver first. On the handoff, here's Harvey.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Harvey once more. And this is headed the wrong way. They're going to lose yards here. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
These stops, they don't always make the end-of-game highlight reels, but they absolutely should. The coaches and players know it. Offenses are always counting on yards on that type of run. And anytime it results in a loss, it could be a potential drive killer.
And the Birds put their dime package out there. Third down coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Oh, he's trying to get away, but unable to do so. They catch him behind the line on third down. Thankfully, only one quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's Broncos football as we near the end of what has been a largely one-sided game. Here comes the Broncos punting unit. Jeremy Crawshaw, the one who's going to send this away. Fair catch, hauled in at the 18-yard line. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Now Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. They get 27 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Got to be a pretty good actor. Got to be pretty good at selling to that defense. That's a drop-back pass. When you get a big play on a screen like that, boy, it's choreography by everybody on that offense.
Great start to the drive. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield after just one play. On 1st down, Hurts hits him on the out route. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hurts now from the gun. Escapes out to the left. He tucks it and takes off. And this one doesn't go far.
That's just a case where you're trying to make something when there really is nothing there. There just wasn't an opening for him to work with, and he was lucky to get what he could.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Complete beyond the marker. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the 1st. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their 1st. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. And he got a little too much leg into that one. That's a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity, no doubt. This ball's coming out to the 20. Broncos to the line now. It's 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Dobbins. And he's charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage. It's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Four yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running it again with Dobbins. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuffed the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Now an inside handoff to Dobbins. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Big man up front said, not in my house. Let me tell you, Kate, once you're in the grasp of one of those big old fellas on the D-line, you're done. They would say it on the East Coast like this, it's over. Over.
They'll bring out the punter here. And he's going to try to give his defense a long field to defend. And that fair catch brought in just beyond the 30-yard line. Now we're going to have a stoppage after that return. Looks like somebody was shaken up on the play. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll start this one out with Barkley. He powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. From the 37. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Picked off. Brandon Jones. Great team defense here. Got to him right as he was about to let that football fly, Brock, and the hit leads to a pick by their safety.
And an easy pick at that one, Kate. Not take anything away from who actually intercepted it, but that turnover was all about the guys up front. And one thing I love about today's game and analytics, we got more than just sacks. We get QB pressures, we get QB hits because we've seen the impact they can have, an impact that was felt right there with that INT.
They'll run on 1st down with Dobbins. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Broncos hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. It's Harvey straight ahead. And he'll go down here at the 16. It's a pickup of 11. And the Broncos will have a 1st down.
I think we've all become very accustomed, and I'll raise my hand and saying these tight ends are almost like bona fide receivers, big receivers. But they show you right there, and they can be powerful blockers. It can make a huge difference in a run game.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Giving this to Harvey. Quite the turnaround these last 2 plays, huh? Nice gain on 1, and now they get him behind the line.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Eagles loading up the secondary. Dime look coming, 3rd down. Play action with Nix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it.
We've learned how valuable sacks and a pass rush are in today's NFL. It's a bit surprising, isn't it, Kate, that that's their 1st sack of the game, but they found other ways to produce success on both sides of the ball, and they finally pick up a much-needed sack on that stat sheet.
On comes Will Lutz in the Broncos field goal unit. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, and that lowers the gap to 25 points.
This is a case of, well, just get what you can on the way out the door, Kate. It's already out of reach. Just take the 3, let your kicker get some points, and make it a hair closer in the box score.
Here's Lutz set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. First call here coming from the shotgun. Dive play straight ahead. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They're going to pass it here. Flushed out of the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep. That's complete inside the 35-yard line.
Very loud.
Good game, good brother, good game.
It impacts your defense.
The Eagles keep running away with this. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Well, that one might not sit so well with everybody down on the field. Heck, maybe some of his own guys, too. But he had a chance at a touchdown as time expired, Brock, and it was just too much for him to resist.
Yeah, it probably will ruffle some of the older school feathers down on the sidelines, but for a lot of the guys coming into this league each year, they're used to it. If there's time left, if you're trying to score, you're going to want to eat, no matter what the game situation is, and they used every last second available.
So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Philadelphia.